Good morning, dear students. In the first lecture, I have discussed about base and powers, exponents, and how when we have positive integers, how number is written, and when we have negative integer as exponents, then how we are going to write the certain numbers. And if we have power is equal to 0, then the number is always equal to 1. Whatever may be the base, whatever may be the size of the base, the answer will always be equal to 1. Now here I will be discussing 3 into 3. If it is 4 times, then it will be 3 raised power 4. Now if I have a multiplied by a multiplied by a multiplied by a, how many times? 2 to 4. Then one more time, let me write. So it will be a raised power 5. Here a is what my here base, as you know. This is my exponent. Now, if I have a multiplied by a multiplied by a up to n number of times, then what we will write? A raised power n. This is again called as base. This n will represent exponent. Now, based on this thing, we are having certain laws. So here in this lecture, I will be discussing laws of exponent. Laws of exponent. Now the first law says that, like, if I have a multiply a raised power m multiplied with a raised power n, then in this case it will be equal to a raised power m plus n. I told you multiplication means addition. So here the power will be added. Now let me explain this. Suppose I am having 2 raised power 2 multiplied with 2 raised power 3. Then according to expansion, if I will expand this number, then how I am going to write? This 2 will be written as 2 will be written 2 times, and then this multiplication sign will come, and then this 2 will be written 3 times. So if you see, it is written 2, how many times? 2 times, and 2 3 times. So total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So finally what we got? 2 raised power 5. Here also I will get 2 raised power 2 plus 3. That means 2 raised power 5 only. So what observation did I receive from this expression? All of you must have observed that when we have same base, then power will be added. So 2 raised power 2 multiplied with 2 raised power 3, the power will be added. Similarly, this was the law. A raised power m into a raised power n will always be equal to a raised power m plus n. Now second law says, if anything is written a raised power m divided by a raised power n. I told when we have division, what we are going to do? We are going to subtract a raised power m minus n. Or this can also be written as 1 upon a raised power n minus n. What is the difference between these two? Here this n is taken in the numerator, so this n will be written by minus n. And what about this one? In this, a raised power n is taken to the a raised power m is taken to the denominator, so n will be written first, then I will subtract the numerator, a raised power n minus m, and here a raised power m minus n. So this is basic difference. Now take an example like 5 raised power 3 divided by 5 raised power 2. If you write this, this will be 5 into 5 into 5 whole divided by 5 into 5. 1 5 1 5 1 5 5 cancel. Here you got 5. That means this is equal to 5 or 5 raised power 1. Similarly, if you go by law, you will see 5 raised power 3 divided by 5 raised power 2 will be 5 raised power 3 minus 1. That is equal to 5 raised power 3 minus 2, sorry, it will be 5 raised power 1. So same answer is same. So this is what is laws of exponent, these first two laws that I have discussed here. Now if you remember, if you memorize this law, and if you are able to apply these two laws and the remaining laws in a comfortable way in your questions for your solutions, so definitely you will be able to save your time and you will be able to get correct answer with less time, within less time. Law 3, third number law says that if I have a raised power m bracket raised power n, then this can be written as a raised power m into n. Now you try to understand, my dear student. Suppose I am having 6 raised power 2, 6 raised power 2 and whole raised power 3. Then how you are going to write this? You will be writing 6 into 6, then raised power 3. Then if you will expand this, you will write 6 into 6. How many times you will expand? 3 times. 6 into 6. 6 into 6. Like this you are going to expand. Now if you multiply all these terms, you will get certain value. Now in the same way, the law says that if you have base same, power is like this, in the form of bracket and this, then you can directly multiply 2 raised power 3. That means 6 raised power 6. If you observe this, how many times this 6 is written? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is written 6 times. Here also I can write 6 raised power 6. So the shortcut method in this chapter is the only way to memorize the law and easily apply in your numerical problems. If you will expand these numbers in this way, it will be tiresome for you. It will take a lot of time for you to solve this type of sum. Instead, if you know the law, you will be able to handle these problems with less amount of time and very easily. Now my dear student, as you can see that I have discussed last 3 laws of your textbook. For the first, means I have just inverted that fifth, third, fourth and fifth law which was given in your book. Now I have changed into 1, 2 and 3. I have discussed these through 3 laws. The only reason behind this is that these 3 laws are very important, for our numerical problems. That is why I just inverted those laws and made it into first, second and third. Now fourth and fifth law which is given as fourth and fifth law which will be I will be discussing here. Now fourth law says that a raised power minus m, this can be written as 1 by a raised power m. Why? I told you minus means division, so it will go in denominator. Now or if I have a raised power m and if I want to write in division form, actually it will be a raised power m only, but if I want to write in this form, then what I have to do? I have to replace this by a raised power minus m. A raised power minus m can be written as 1 by a raised power m, or a raised power m can also be written as 1 by a raised power minus m. Ultimately, when it will go in numerator, it will become a raised power m only. So this is my fourth law, which is according to our book first law. Now second, that is fifth one, according to me and according to book, it is second law. So if I have a raised power m divided by a raised power n, then it will be, here actually it is b raised power m. A by b raised power m can be written as a raised power m by b raised power n. That means separation. Here I can separate, if you understand, it will be a raised power m divided by a b raised power m. Same thing, same bases are same, bases are different, power are same, so we can write in this form. Now we will understand more clearly when we will solve 1 or 2 sums. Now question number 1 says that of your exercise, question number 1, sub part 1, if I see, it is written 2 raised power minus 2, which means what we are going to do, evaluate each of the following powers. Evaluation, if it is negative power, so I have told you it will go in denominator, it will be 2 raised power 2. That means it will be equal to 1 by 2 raised power 2 means what? 2 multiplied with 2, it will be 1 by 4. Similarly, if you see question number 3, question number 1 subpart 3, it is given minus 4 raised power minus of 3. So this can be written as 1 by minus 4 raised power 3. Power, since it is negative power, it will go in denominator. So this can be written as minus 4 into minus 4 into minus 4, which means 4 4s are 16, 4s are 64, 1 upon 64. Now what about this sign? Minus into minus plus, plus into minus minus. Now take another example. If I have minus 4 raised power minus 2, then what I will write? I will write 1 upon, it is an example, okay, this one. Minus 4 raised power 2, which can be written as 1 by minus 4 into minus 4, which will be equal to 1 upon 16, and minus minus will become plus. So here what we have to observe, that when we have negative powers in odd form, like here if I have minus a raised power minus n, minus number, this base is negative and power is also negative, but power is odd. If a is, that base is negative, power is negative, but odd, means this exponent is odd, then result, that means your answer will always be negative. Like you can see here, it is minus 1 by 64. If you have base as negative, power negative, but this power is even number, odd means odd number here, and here also even number, then your result will be positive, like in this case. So this is what I just wanted to give you an idea, give an explanation for this. So I discussed this particular part so that you will remember that when we have base negative or positive, when we have base negative and power negative, then we will be getting negative answers. When we have base negative, power even, then we will be getting positive answer. Even if our this exponent is not negative. Now this case 1, this was like case 1 in case of denominator. Now if I say minus a raised power n, it is an odd, then result again negative. If minus a raised power n even, this n is even, this n is odd, then result is positive. This is the meaning of odd powers and even power in this case. So case 1, when you have negative negative here, then also result will be negative and it will go in denominator. When you have negative or positive exponents with odd values, negative answers. If you will solve more and more sum, then I hope you will be clear about this. Now question number 1 subpart, subpart 9 I will be discussing, because all the remaining parts are very easy. You have to just write, or else I can just change also. Okay, let me first solve 9 number, then I will explain one more sum from this exercise only. Here it is given minus 1 whole 1 by 2 raised power 4, raised power minus 4, sorry. So if I will multiply, convert this into improper, then 2 ones are 2 plus 1, 3 by 2, and minus sign will be there, raised power minus 4. Now I told you that when power is negative, so what we have to do, we have to just bring it in denominator. So I will write 1 minus 3 by 2 whole raised power 4, correct? Now if you see, if you will expand, then it will be minus 3 by 2 minus 3 by 2, correct? 3 3 9 9 3s are 27, 3s are 81, 81 upon 2 2s are 4, 2s are 8, 2s are 16, and minus into minus plus, plus into minus minus, minus, and then minus minus plus, so obviously it will be plus. Now if you see, is it in the standard form? It is written like 1 upon 81 upon 16, which can be easily written as 16 by 18, 81. Is it, my dear student? We can write this. This is not in standard form, not in standard form. This is in standard form. If I say, this is the way we write. Usually we write the numbers in denominator and numerator in this way. We never write like this. If we get, then we convert it. Now to convert this into shortcut method will be, this was just a long method that I showed how I will be writing. But in exam, no need of writing this. No need of doing this much calculation. If you are smart enough, you see here denominator is minus 4. So you can simply change the denominator like this. You change this number and this number. Means minus will become positive here, and this 3 by 2 will change into 2 by 3. So here now you write 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, and this 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. So it will be 16 by 81. Don't you think this is the easiest method? It was only one number. So it was like I wrote like this, I explained you. If it will be 2-3 numbers added, then will it be possible to write all those numbers and get accuracy? It will be a bit tiresome for us. So to change this, I just told you to write the number in this form. Like when you have negative power, convert into positive, and this interior, that base, you just do the reciprocal. One more, question number 1. Subpart 7. It is given minus 2 by 3 raised power minus 4. Raised power minus 4. Now I told you the shortcut method, the method which we will be using for our simplification, which we should use actually. So what, this is minus 4, this is number. So I can invert the base as 3 by 2, and this minus sign will remain as it is. This 2 by 3 will be written as 3 by 2, and this minus 4 will be represented as 4, will be replaced by plus 4. Now if you know 3 into 4, 3 raised power 4, you will add 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 and 2 into 2. Initially, you will take time to know the value of 3 raised power 4. Like you have to write 3 into 3 into 3. So if you remember, if you practice in such a way that your value can be easily remembered, you can easily remember 3 raised power 4 means mentally you calculate 3 into 3 into 3. That means it will be 81. Now 2 raised power 4 it is. 2 into 2 into 2, that means 16 here. Now as I have told you, when we have negative base and power is even number, then the result will be positive. So no need of writing here positive. If it would have been minus 3 here, I will write 3, then I will be getting here my answer as negative. I hope this one is clear. Now question number 2 I will discuss here. Question number 2, evaluate. Like one number they are saying 2 raised power 2 multiplied with 2 raised power 3. Bases are same, so you can write 2 raised power 2 plus 3. That means 2 raised power 5. This is your answer. Or if you want to expand, if you are able to, then you can write 2 raised power 5 is 32. 2 raised power 5 is 32. Now question number 2 only, subpart. If I go for 6 number, it is given 4 raised power minus 3 raised power 0. Now you can easily, very well you can write mn rule, m into n. It will be 4 raised power minus 3 into 0 will be 0. Minus 3 multiplied with 0 will be minus 4, minus 3 into 0 will be 0, which will be equal to 1. So directly you can write this line. No need of showing this. This I showed only for you to make you understand how m into n rule is applied. Like a raised power m was given now. A raised power m bracket n, then I was writing a raised power m into n. Same thing I have done here to make you understand and to show how we are very easily applying this law and we are calculating our answers. Now if you go to question number 9 of this 2 only, it is given 6 by 5 raised power 6 multiplied with 6 power 5 raised power minus 4. Is it? Now can we solve this one? See, 6 by 5 raised power 6 plus minus 4, it will come by, bases are same, 6 by 5, 6 by 5, multiplication is there. So I told you when base is same, we can add the powers. So power is added. First number was 6, the other number was minus 4, and addition symbol will be there. So 6 by 5, 6 minus 4, that means 6 by 5 raised power 2, that means 36 by 25. I hope this is clear. Now I will be discussing question number 3. Question number 3 says division law, right? Simplify minus 4 raised power 2 divided by minus 4 raised power 3. I have told you division means subtractions. So you can write minus 4 raised power 2, division means minus 3. This is equal to minus 4 raised power minus 1. That means 1 by minus 4. This will be your answer for question number 3, subpart 1. Minus 1 by 4 or 1 upon this. Same standard form. This is in standard form, whereas this is in non-standard form. So always try to write in standard form. Same way, if you have to write question number 3 only, now we are discussing. Okay, fifth number, 5 raised power minus 3 raised power minus 2. So what you can do here, 5 raised power minus m into n rule, that means minus 3 multiplied with minus 2, like this you can do. So it will be 5 raised power positive 6, 3 2s are 6, minus minus plus. So leave this answer up to here only. No need of calculating again and again, writing like that. No need of writing up to 5 into 5 into 5. No need of calculation, my dear student. When we have large number of exponents of powers, no need to write, no need to expand and give us the exact value. Certain values you should remember, like from 2 to 10, 2 raised power 1, 2 raised power 2, 2 raised power 3, certain values, limitations should be there. Is there, no need of by hearting all those numbers. Simply if you practice more and more these numerical problems, you will be able to get the idea of the answers, get the idea of the numerical values. Now if you go for question number 3, subpart 7 only, they are saying 1 by 2 raised power minus 3 multiplied with 1 by 2 raised power minus 4, and then you are having 2. Correct? Now if you have, see the base here, bases are same. So what I can do, outer part I will write as it is, outer part as it is, then here I will write 1 by 2, 1 by 2, same base. So I will write, and then power I can add minus 3 plus minus 4. That means 1 by 2 raised power minus of 7 and multiplied with 2. MN rule I have applied here. So minus 1 by 2 raised power minus of 14. So this will be your answer. That is 3 subpart 7. 3 subpart 7 will be 2 raised power 14, 2 raised power 14, or 1 by 2 raised power this. Now if you have negative, I have told I can reciprocate this. So I will write 2 and this number will be converted into 14. Correct? If you remember, first part I have told you, when we have negative powers, we will convert into positive, and base I will do the reciprocal. I will write the reciprocal of the base. I will write the reciprocal of 1 by 2 will be 2 and power will be added. So your answer will be this. If you write this also, then also you will get full marks. This is also correct. This is also correct. Now question number 4 we will discuss now. Question number 4 here. Question number 4. Find the value of each of the following. It is very easy, my dear students. No need of solving on board here. And then evaluation is also easy. But I will discuss from 5 to 9 in lecture number 3. Now question number 5. I thought of completing here itself only. So question number 5. 5 subpart you take 3. It is given 2 raised power minus 1 minus 4 raised power minus 1 minus 6 raised power minus 1, bracket close, then divided by 3 by 2 raised power minus 2. Now if you remember, what we will do, we will convert this into 1 by 2 negative power minus 1 by 4, then minus 1 by 6. 3 by 2, you can write it as like 2 by 3 raised power 2 also. Correct? Base negative, so I converted into positive, and then, sorry, exponent negative, so I converted into positive, and then base I have just do the, I have written the reciprocal. Now what will be the LCM of 2, 4, 6? Because here minus sign is there. It is just a fraction now. So the fraction, this LCM of this denominator will be like 12 here. So it will be 6 minus 3 minus 2. Division 2 by 3 raised power 2. 6 minus 3, 3. 3 minus 2, 1. 1 by 12. Divided by 2 by 3 raised power 2. Now if you see what you can do here, either see bases are not same. If bases are not same, then you cannot subtract here. So the only option is left here is multiplication. Then you will write 3 by 2 square. Correct? Now this will be 1 by 12 multiplied with 3 into 3, 2 into 2. 3 4s are 12. So it will be 3 by 16. I hope this is the answer. Let me verify. So answer is correct. It is 3 by 16 only. Now question number 5, sub part, like I can go for, take 6 number only, last one, the longest one, 3 by 6. Okay, 1 raised power minus 3 minus 1 by 2 raised power minus 2 plus 1 by 3 raised power minus 1 minus 1 by 4 raised power 0. This is what we have to evaluate. So 1 raised power minus 3 means what? If I will write 1 raised power 1 by 3, it is useless to write. Anything raised power negative will always be what? 1 by 1. 3 means 1 into 1 into 1 will be 1 only. Here it will be written like 2 raised power 2, base inverted reciprocal, and then its power will be positive. Here 3 raised power 1. Then here minus 1 by 4 raised power 0. Any number raised power 0 is always 1. So if I see, no need of writing this now here. It will be like 1 by 1 raised power 3, which means 1 into 1 into 1. Directly I can write like this. So from our practice only we can say this is equal to 1. Now you see 1 minus 2 raised power 2 means 4 plus 3 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 cancel. Minus 4 plus 3 will equal to minus 1. This is your answer. I hope it is. Question number 6 is also same, my dear student. It is like question number 5 only. You have to just simplify this, use your law, and then express and then solve this. Now question number 7, 8 and 9. These all are word problems. All of you first try at your home and then try to solve. But here I would like to solve question number 9 so that it will be easy for you also to understand word problem. You all can study at home, or else if you have any doubt you can ask me. Now question number 9, sub part 1, you see it is given 2 raised power x divided by 2 raised power minus 1 is equal to 2 raised power 5. Now we have to find the value of x here. So I can write 2 raised power x, division means minus, x minus of minus 1, this is equal to 2 raised power 5. So it will be 2 raised power x plus 1 is equal to 2 raised power 5. Understood? Minus minus plus. So if you see, observe it properly, this expression, this equation, it is like 2 raised power something. Bases are same, powers are different. In this case, I can compare this with the powers. X plus 1 will be equal to 5. So here x will be equal to 5 minus 1. That means x is equal to 4. In the same way, you can solve the remaining sums. Thank you.